Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your extended reading. So we are doing 3 rows, and I'm going to pull some clarifiers with some tarot and some clarifiers for the tarot's tarot. So welcome. Let's figure this out. So your awareness has something to do with community. Um, Maybe it feels like uh, you're kind of on the outside a little bit. And it's not that you're ostracized or anything, but it's more like your focus and alignment is starting to change a little bit as compared to everyone else. So let's unpack this a bit. Judgment, yeah, maybe that's self-judgment, maybe it's judgment from others, who knows. High priestess, well, you know more than you know. I'm picking up from that. And then death and rebirth. So yeah, the awareness here is trusting that things are changing, and that's part of the cycle. So if it felt uncomfortable and something you had to avoid, it's okay. It's natural. That's what I'm picking up from that. And then just trusting that you're more connected and you have that higher thought of things as well. Like, you I know things can get a little bit intense and can be judgmental, but let's pull some clarifiers. So with the judgment, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's focusing more on the actions you do want to take. When you focus on the actions you want to take and the things you want to be aware of, the rest of it just goes away, and you have more room left over for those thoughts and actions you need to take. I like that. It's an awareness, remember, of the energy. So take what resonates. High Priestess is confirmed with the Four of Swords. So you definitely feel like it's time to look at things in a different way and focus solely on one thing, because that's really what's going to support you. The rest are just going to help you along. And then, of course, things are changing, and it's actually for the better, even if it might be a little painful and feel like it's not. Three of Cups, it is. It's definitely something worth growing. But you have to let go of the other before you can move forward. So if that, I hope that resonates with you. Take what does, and if it doesn't, well, hopefully these other ones will clarify at least the actions you need to take. We have spiritual quest. So if you've been focused more on the tasks you need to do and whatever it comes to, it instead, the logical things. Instead, for you, Capricorn, I'm feeling that it's time to be a little more disciplined with your spiritual quest, with the spiritual side of things. And I'm not talking religion. It is of a spiritual nature, but let's unpack that with some tarot here. So how does that relate? We have the Eight of Wands. Man, that's been coming up a lot. I swear I shuffle the cards. So yeah, focusing on the actions you can take. And when you really are hyper focused on one thing, it just sparks off a whole bunch of more fuel, more energy, more ideas, even that take more action. So it feels good though. I'll clarify in a minute. And then we have the World. I love that. And the King of Pentacles. So the action is to trust that you are taking the action. Let's unpack that with the Six of Pentacles. So you've maybe, like these cute squirrels, you've been preparing. And actually, I'm picking up again, collective, that maybe some of you feel like you haven't prepared enough. And I think that's slowing you down from really taking off, because you're so focused on, oh, do I have enough? I don't know. Instead of focusing on just going for it, and the rest will just connect. Yeah, I love that. And then the World, we're clarifying with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, again, it's an awareness that maybe you've been so focused on up in your head and in the growth of things that you forgot that there's new things coming through, new opportunities. It's destined. It's going to happen regardless. So you don't waste any more time resisting things, so that there's still hope. And there is, like, there's a little light there as the sun is shining on it. So the time is now. The time is now. That's the action to take. Just focus on the good. Okay. And then the Knight of Pentacles, focus on this, because this is showing that he's done the work. He's the retired dude now with the dog and the lodge and all the time in the world. Right. And you can get to that point in however it looks for you. It doesn't mean you're going to retire or anything like that. Maybe for some of you, I don't know. But it also feels that this is what you can focus on, the feeling of things in your real world. Maybe it takes some imagination. Let's clarify it. Oh, with the 10 of Cups. So definitely focused on how good things are when they grow and they're consistent. Like, again, going back to him being retired, well, that means he's getting a pension. That means money's coming in on a regular. So this is saying that trust those feelings. That's part of the journey, but don't expect it right away. Okay, this isn't like it's going to happen tomorrow, but it really is. It's the start of something that's really going to help propel you forward. Okay, I'm going to take a quick sip of water. And let's get into the inspiration, because if this hasn't been inspirational enough for you, I don't know what to say, because I am an inspirational tarot reader. So even if there's negative stuff, I'm still going to find a way to help empower you to it. So I hope you put your notifications on, subscribe, and like this video too, because it really helps me to grow and to motivate me. Inspiration. So for you, here we have Capricorn, elevate. I think it's really thinking about all the wonderful things, all the soft and fuzzy things that help you feel good, because it's lighter energy. And I like that. Let's pull some tarot. Yeah, having that, trusting that whatever you're building, it might involve other people. So it's great. And other people might motivate you and teach you and allow you to be part of it, even if it might look complicated. Wow. Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's, you have the energy and you have the inspiration and what it takes. Like, to me, that's Eight of Wands energy in your hand. And she's feeling comfortable with it in her hand. It's not like it's burning her. So as long as you keep that enthusiasm going and taking those actions, that's going to help the magic continue. Oof, I love it, because it's time to see the healing that's been happening. It's time to think about it. This is a swords card after all. It's not, you might think it's pentacles or I mean cups energy and feeling, but it's swords. So it's thought. So what are you feeding your heart? All right, let's pull some clarifiers. It's pulled for the Three of Pentacles. We have the Fool. So this is a bit of a different, I want to say this is a bit of a stretch for you, Capricorn, to do things in this way. Maybe to be on the end of being a bit of a novice, even though you might be more mature than that and have lots of experience in a lot of things. But to me, it feels like this is something that you aren't, either haven't done much or aren't that good at, and you're feeling a little vulnerable. But it's okay, because this is going to help put you on a more inspiring journey. It's going to help elevate whatever it is, your life 5.0. And clarifying the Queen of Wands, we have the High Priestess. Yeah, she's a believer in her own magic, and she knows it's not just her. Elevate can also be, remember, you are of a high vibration, and connect with that energy, angel guides, that sort of thing. Remember that. That's going to help be the fuel to the energy and the action that you take. And clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Emperor. Yeah, it's time to realize that sometimes you have to cut your losses, so to speak. You've got to realize that when you're ruling the realm of your heart, it's not always going to be black and white and easy to do. It takes effort to rule things. You are the emperor of your own thoughts, and that affects your emotions. So that's inspiring when you think about it. If you've been thinking more about the what the loss might be, I don't know what that means for you. It's a collective reading, but it's also about realizing that even though this happened, you're more empowered now. That's what I'm picking up for you, Capricorn. I really hope you like this. Subscribe, leave comments. It'd be great to know how you enjoyed this extended reading. I say that with air quotes. We'll see you next time.